It's been a quarter of a century since the United States handed over the Panama Canal and the Panama Canal Zone to Panama.
Panama has been managing the canal for the past 25 years without any problems, more efficiently than it was handled before. It's been part of Panama's identity.
But it wasn't always so. For nearly 80 years, the zone inhabited by Americans, known as Zonians, was off-limits to Panamanians. The United States had the right to govern and control an area twice the size of Singapore, including 14 U.S. military bases. It cut through the heart of a country that in many ways was created in exchange for permission to build what former U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt called an epic feat. With U.S. military help, Panama declared independence from Colombia in 1903, allowing Roosevelt to build the Panama Canal, an engineering wonder that made navigation possible between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. But Panamanians soon demanded sovereignty over the canal zone.
The Panama riots were touched off at a...
It was January 1964 when a group of Panamanian students came here to what was the Balboa High School, only for American students. They were carrying a Panamanian flag, which they insisted should also be hoisted next to the U.S. flag right here. A scuffle ensued, and the Panamanian students then joined others further down to the main road, and that's where a group of American soldiers came, gunned down and killed 20 of them and injured 500 others. For Panama, that was the last straw. The president of Panama broke diplomatic ties with the U.S. and said that they would not be renewed until Washington decided to seriously negotiate the return of the canal zone. The U.S. agreed, but negotiations weren't completed until 1977, when General Omar Torrijos and President Jimmy Carter signed two treaties that would gradually allow Panama to take full control of the canal at the end of the 20th century.
It marked a new era of the United States' relation with Latin America and with the world. So I think, it was not a gift, it was a struggle.
The former president and son of General Torrijos says his father and President Carter were able to end colonialism through peaceful means. In the 25 years that Panama has been in charge, maritime traffic through the canal has increased significantly. More than half of the roughly 1,400 vessels that pass through it each year use a third set of locks, built by Panama to allow larger, more modern container ships to go through. And despite their checkered history, the United States and Panama have remained close allies. Until now. Lucia Newman, Al Jazeera, Panama City, Panama.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.